Monsters boosted.
The next game from the devs behind the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series aims to start a brand new IP which focuses on space exploration and expansive RPG systems. Starfield has become one of the most highly anticipated video game releases of 2023. The action RPG is a space odyssey set in the future that looks like a combination of Halo and Call of Duty, and sees players embark as a member of the Constellation, a group dedicated to exploring the universe as they traverse the galaxy in the aftermath of a giant civil war. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program 2 is the second installment of an extremely popular space conquering simulator which allows to construct and pilot rockets and spaceships in a realistic way. The sequel promises deeper systems, next-gen tech, colonies and reworked gathering of resources, all leading into interstellar travel. Of course, the comedy provided by Carnobots will remain at the center of the experience, giving the deceptively deep game a cute appearance that will surely draw in new players. Well, the next number is Homeworld 3 is the third full-fledged part of the cult RTS game series set in space. Thanks to a network of hyperspace gates, the galaxy was regularly plunged into conflict, but each war was followed by a period of peace and prosperity. However, when these gates start to fail, many see their only chance for salvation in the Charon, who is held in almost divine reverence.
All remaining hostile forces must be eliminated to ensure a safe gate transit.
Moving to intercept.
Bombers standing by. Assault frigate production online. Keep the resources coming in.
This is Bomber Lead, engaging carrier.
Cleared hot. Let's take it to him. Stay on him.
Break contact. Keep it tight. This is Controller Lead. That frigate has us on lock.
Be advised, the resourcing operation is under attack. First squadron to support positions immediately.
Understood, fleet. We'll be outnumbered, but we've seen worse. Coordinates locked in, stay tight and pick your targets.
Enemy lost. Break, TMS. Check target. We're within minimum burn range. Pull around. Frigate close. Disregard it all. Hold steady, I'm coming around.
We're getting ripped to shreds out here, fleet.
So, are you ready to conquer the galaxy? Dead Space, the iconic space horror game, is back with a remake in 2023. The story is the same as the original game. Isaac Clarke, a space engineer, is a crewman aboard a repair vessel assigned to a massively planetary mining ship. But of course, this game doesn't simply revolve around Clarke fixing things. The crew goes on to investigate a distress call when they are attacked by mutated human corpses. Clarke needs to find a way to survive, help his crewmates, and uncover the mysteries lying in space.
We begin by hearing an old...
Another big space game coming from Microsoft is the sequel to Obsidian's The Outer Worlds, a surprise RPG hit from 2019. Even though the developer is now busy with several projects across different genres, the company has grown quite a bit since Microsoft acquisition. so it makes sense to keep the Outer Worlds IP going as well.
Now, say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These pointless slow-motion shots make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers. That wah sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world, and there should be lens flares. Now we see our hero, but only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design, or finished the story, or finished any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished.
Sequel to the award-winning Deliver Us the Moon, Deliver Us Mars is an atmospheric science fiction adventure offering an immersive astronaut experience. Explore new frontiers on a suspense-fueled, high-stakes mission to recover the Ark colony ships stolen by the mysterious Outward.
Minus 2 minutes to cruise stage separation. Everybody copy?
Copy.
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 Starting burn.
We are in loss of control.
I know I can do this.
How does it come to this? Having good intentions isn't hard, Kathy. The hard part is knowing the difference between what's right and what's wrong. We have to leave. I will not risk the success of this mission.
How do you stay strong through all of that? How do you stay?
The 5th edition of the best-selling science fiction action RPG series launched in 2007. After much praying to the video game gods, there is in fact a new Mass Effect game en route, technically Mass Effect 5. It's looking likely that it will pick up after the events of Mass Effect 3. If the trailer clues are anything to be believed, info is scarce right now. But it's all looking very promising indeed for Mass Effect fans.
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact. Anomaly readings all across space.
That dwell in the
Next,
darkness.
we have Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. It's the second installment of the dynamic action game series launched in 2011. The main hero of the game is Captain Titus, known from the first installment of the series, who belongs to an elite squad of Space Marines. The protagonist faces another bloody journey during which he will have not only slaughter herds of Tyranids, but also uncover the dark secrets of the galaxy.
We are the angels of death. We are the blade drawn against the endless night. Nothing will survive our wrath.
Haunted Space is a very unique title in terms of how you can face it, because at its core, it can be a full-on narrative experience set in the depths of space, or it can be a true arcade experience where you focus just on fighting monsters from the start. It's up to you.
But it wasn't long before they discovered they were not alone.
It's also built for aerial
Well, let's talk about Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's a prequel to the iconic Beyond Good and Evil, developed by a Ubisoft in-house studio led by Michael Ansel. The game takes players on a journey to a planetary system called System 3, the center of intergalactic trade and the most wretched hive of piracy and illegal businesses.
Cosmetic options to tailor your machines to look good and hold their own in a fight. You'll need special equipment or skills to take on larger vessels, but your fighter ships are agile, able to execute barrel rolls, lock onto targets with homing missiles, and dogfight with police if you inadvertently break some city law like flying too close to a major tourist attraction or robbing a bank. And like your weapons, ships can be equipped with augments, enabling you to do things like firing healing missiles at your co-op partners.
Are you a fan of the Stargate SG-1 franchise? Good, because Stargate Timekeepers takes what happened there and then goes off to tell its own story. Specifically, it goes from where Season 7 of the show left off, and things only get wilder from there. Falling Frontier puts you at the forefront of the expedition to expand into the stars. You'll explore the nearby planets, asteroids, and more for resources that you can use to build up ships and take down foes. You'll have to be clever with what ships you build and what you send into battle. The wrong move can lead to disastrous consequences if you're not careful. Scars Above is an action-adventure game taking us to the science fiction world, to be precise, to the surface of the unfriendly planet. During the game, we play as Kate Ward, a scientist and astronaut who got stuck on this planet full of dangers.
And I can't fight it, I can't fight it. You wreck my mind, I'm losing my sleep. And you know that it's all that I need, so don't leave me alone. La 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 la, don't leave me alone.
Next, we have Boundary is a tactical space shooter focused on multiplayer battles with a realistic system of destruction. In Boundary, we play the role of an astronaut who takes part in space battles using an arsenal modeled on modern firearms. Space for Sale is a sandbox with a sim and strategy elements. In Space for Sale, you play an intergalactic developer who roams alien globes and builds houses on them for his clients, then sells them for a profit. Aliens Dark Descent is an action game with isometric view and strong tactical elements. During the game, player commands a squad of soldiers fighting xenomorphs.
The Tantalus base. Locate the comsat relay and bring it back online. We found the relay, but there was a problem.
Get that door closed now, Private. Close that gate. Nothing gets in here. Ray didn't make it.
At least he's in one piece.
Willis, take the lead.
Oh, this ain't good. What we found was a new kind of evil. And it found us first.
What the?
This wasn't human.
Well, the next number is Dark Moon. It's a real-time strategy game enriched with survival elements. In Dark Moon, the action is shown from the bird's eye view. During the game, we take control of Mechaplex, a huge vehicle that serves as a mobile command center, and try to find a way back to Earth by avoiding the destructive light.
Okay, Doctor. See you soon. Goodbye.
Well, let's talk about Lightyear Frontier is an open-world farming exploration game with crafting, resource management, and base building. Play 1 to 4 players in online co-op, discover and grow alien plants, domesticate wildlife, endure the elements, and build your new home away from home.
You wanted to make a new life for yourself. The Invincible is a retro-futuristic science fiction thriller based on the motives of Stanislaw Lem's novel of the same title, created as an FPP adventure. The player hits the desert planet Rages 3, where he has to investigate the case of the lost ship.
Fuck! It's getting up!
What, a robot?
No! Antimat!
Come on, Yasna. Run. Hide. Yasna, are you alive?
Yes, it's fucked up the robot.
What's it doing now?
Oh no.
The story in System Shock Remake is set in 2072. The action takes place in the Citadel space station belonging to the Tri-Optimum Corporation. The player assumes the role of a hacker who has been entrusted with the task of breaking into place and stealing valuable data on a new biological weapon type. However, the station is controlled by Shodan, artificial intelligence.
Perfect, immortal machine.
You are an insect.
You are nothing. I create. I iterate. I fuse flesh and steel into perfection.
Hyenas is an online FPS focused on team-based gameplay. In the distant future, Earth has been devastated and the survivors of the humanity have had to take refuge in the Taint, a space slum orbiting in the space. Next, we have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake is a refreshed version of the extremely popular RPG, the action of which takes place in the well-known Star Wars universe. In this game, we play as a man who, as a result of certain events, comes into contact with the Jedi Order, trains to become its member, getting entangled in the Galactic War and the search for an ancient star artifact.